And good afternoon, Commanders, and welcome back to the Frontier Elite 2 Retro Stream. It is lovely to see you all on this jolly chilly Saturday afternoon here in the UK, with the promise of being snowed in tomorrow, which is going to be awfully exciting. It won't amount to anything, but the promise is much more exciting than the actual eventuality. But there we go, we're looking forward to that tomorrow, so that should be good. Anyway, lovely to see you all. Lots of people, this is brilliant. Thank you very much for tuning in. So, right up the top, Trans Tech Girl Adam, Commander Shorty, JCR Prox Blogspot Shorty again, Aramis. Hello Aramis, good to see you, friend. Mad Monk, Aussie G, Sapphire, all my favourites. Gorfic, up at 5 a.m. That's just, I feel very honoured that you are getting up at 5 a.m. to watch this stream. I hope that's actually you are getting up at 5 a.m. to watch me rather than just woke up at 5 a.m. Oh, that's true. I'll listen to him. Maybe it will send me back to sleep. But anyway, it's lovely to see you. And the list goes on because it's lovely to see you. Well, anyway, fantastic. I'm a bit quiet. Am I a bit quiet? Have I not put my thingy up again? I haven't. But my thingy. I shall slide my slider up. Stop that kind of show. There we go. Hopefully that's a bit better. There we go. Right. The reason is my PC is a bit multi-purpose, and I was doing some recording yesterday, and I can't have the volume. It's got gains and all sorts of stuff. Okay, it's all very complicated, very complicated indeed, and I have to remember it's that setting for streaming, it's that setting for voice recording, it's that setting for book reading, and etc. So anyway, so there's the slider action. There we go. Dear. Never mind. Anyway, right. So it's raining in Spain. Well, the rain in Spain, I believe, does fall mainly in the plain, as I recall. So hopefully it's okay. Loads of snow. It lasted all 10 minutes. I think that's. I mean, it's interesting. The British press, of course, just goes completely apocalyptic. That's the word about snow. So It's like absolute mayhem is coming, all this sort of stuff. And it's just like it's going to be a spaghetti of snow, guys. The British reaction to snow is just completely disproportionate to actually any inconvenience or danger that the snow poses. It's just something we do in Britain because snow is a very irregular thing to happen. You can't. Some winters we have no snow at all. Sometimes we do get a little bit of snow. Of course, everybody panic. People in the UK panic by the slightest thing. And snow is one of those things. It's going to be massive disruption. We're not going to get to work for like a couple of days at worst. It's going to be absolute mayhem. The country will come to a complete halt. It's just totally out ridiculous. I don't know. It's just there is no rational response to snow in this country. It's just and other countries quite rightly laugh at us. The only small thing we have in our defence, actually, in terms of snow, is that we don't have much in the way of snow ploughs because the vast majority of the time we don't need them. So when the snow does come down in a reasonable amount, we are totally helpless because we haven't got the snow plough infrastructure because it's not a regular occurrence. The government just doesn't have any snow ploughs. So what they do instead is they chuck loads of salt everywhere, which of course is fantastic for old cars. So I never drive in the winter if I can avoid it anyway. But anyway. The UK's response to snow, notwithstanding, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's going to be epic. There we go. Okay, Commander Nero, good Snowmageddon. That's exactly what it's going to be. Lots of toast. We've got a freezer full of. Actually, we had some really nice steak yesterday, so I know we've got some steak. We will survive. I will be back again after the apocalypse. But anyway. I'm sure I'll take some pictures actually if it does actually snow because it snowed for one day down here where I live so far this winter and it landed for about 2 hours and then it melted and that was it. So what can you do? Oh, and magic. Oh, you've got to show it on the screen. Magic tea has just come in.
Oh, there it is. I was going to say it's not there.
It's in my transparent green cup. There we
go. Cup.
Thank you, my dear.
That's okay.
That was my lovely wife who has just made me a cup of tea. How about that? Cheers, everybody. There we go. Very British. So yes, a cup of tea floating in space like a space chance of a Drew Waker donut video. That's a good idea. I think actually my kids, we did have some donuts the other day. My kids consumed them all. I did get one, to be fair. Well, there we go. Say hello to you, Mrs. I shall say hello to her later on. She's not into retro games all that much, to be fair. How do we get tea? Well, I don't know. You need to arrange at your end if you want tea service. Anyway, there we go. A lovely cup of tea. Now, getting back on topic, because I saw a bit of cheeky chat there about getting me distracted. I mean, I don't get distracted. I don't know where I've got this reputation from. Do I want a waffle? Yes, I love a waffle. Actually, I am a waffle man, as you know. This is a British response to any Armageddon. No, I think we'll have a nice cup of tea. She says, look over there. Squirrel! I have a dog that does that, actually. Aussie G's just typed it, literally as I said it. You guys are good. You guys are good today. You guys are absolutely on form. Dear. Anyway, so you may have seen in the intro sequence. Now, I'm not running Frontier GL yet. We will take a look at that because it's part of the history, but I'm not running it yet. But I know a couple of people pointed out to me that the theme tune, the kind of revised version of the Frontier intro theme tune that I'd done, had the wrong instruments. A couple of people said it's not supposed to be strings. That's supposed to be horns. It's supposed to be brass. So okay, I'll go sort that out. People get very upset by details like this. So I just redid the MIDI file this morning and I put horns in. Okay. Into the MIDI file instead of the stringed instruments I had for the lead bit. So I hope you enjoyed that. That was I think now about as close as you can get to how it's supposed to sound on kind of MIDI format instruments as you can. But I thought actually let's do something different. I pinched the Frontier Elite 2 intro from the GL version of the game. Now that's not an official Frontier thing, and I don't know much about the history behind it. I need to look into that at some point. We'll do a little stream on that. But basically, it was an attempt to get Frontier Elite 2 to work on what were at the time modern computers. I think the GL version of Frontier dates from about, I don't know, maybe the early 2000s or something. I can't remember. Somebody will know possibly in the chat who knows a bit more. I haven't actually done the research on it yet. But basically, the original game, which we've been seeing and playing, and we'll get back to in a moment, has a resolution of 320 by 200 pixels. That's it. That's how big it is. Whereas the GL Frontier, I think you could, because it's rewritten, you could specify in GL Frontier the resolution you wanted the game to run at. Now, the actual graphics still had polygon limitations, clearly, but I think you can specify any resolution you like. The problem is, as you expand it, the amount of detail in the game kind of diminishes per pixel, I suppose, is probably the best way of describing it. So it begins to look a little bit stretched and thin, as you saw on the intro. Now, I must admit, I really appreciate the effort people put into that to make GL Frontier more accessible. But yeah, I don't know whether you guys agree, but looking at the intro there compared to the original intro on the lower resolution, it feels like it's lost something. It feels like it's a bit ghostly, a bit sort of, I don't know, almost. I'm not quite sure what I'm trying to say. It's almost lost a little bit of its charm. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think. The GL version. I mean, great that you can run it as a, say, at the time on more modern machines, but it felt like it lost a little bit of its I don't know, substance along the way by being converted to higher resolution graphics. I don't know. That's just sort of my thing. But there we go. Anyway, and then those textures. Now, I noticed that there weren't any textures, which I think I'm right in saying only the PC version had textures. Is that right? So there we go. It's not the major. You can definitely zoom in on pixels. Okay. There just isn't any more data, so there's nothing else to build the universe out of. The high res of the OpenGL shows up the inaccuracies in the 3D. It does as well, because you can see, as you probably saw during the intro, bits, panels keep going missing and stuff like that. Not Jenny the Squirrel. No. Just you have to watch last week's stream to find out about Jenny. Stretched too thin like butter over too much bread. And I've heard that before. That's an excellent quote. I ought to put that in the book some point. Somebody. That's a really good quote. And there were some polygon issues and stuff and various bits and pieces. Anyway, so there we go. But we will have a look at GL Frontier at some point. Anyway, now let's get back to the game. Here we go. And lots of maths. Lord of the Rings. Oh, yes, I did know that. I did. Honest. Sorry, I won't tell anybody else. Don't worry, guys. Lower res, the lower res lets your brain fill in the gaps. I suppose it does a bit. I don't know. Now, before we get going, I've just spotted something. I've just spotted something in the game. Now, here's our Imperial courier that we got last week. Look at that. It is a thing of beauty. Okay. With its funky red styling tips, but I did notice it's missing its front aerials. Now, I don't know what the front aerials do, but I did spot now, and I'm tempted here. Okay, so this is the ship we bought last week. I am tempted, and I had a look in the shipyard just as we loaded up the game, and look what's here. Okay, there's another Imperial courier, but this one. This one has the aerials on the front, and it's got these rather snazzy little blue flashpoints at the back, which I think is a little bit more distinctive than the one we've got. So I'm a little bit inclined to get this one instead. So this one looks better. So shall we get this one instead? Yeah, I'd buy that one. Blue go faster stripes. It looks a little bit more subtle and a little bit more elegant than the one we've got. So I'm going to do that. So I need to go, before we do that, we need to sell all the stuff that we just literally put on our ship and try and remember what we bought. So 15 shield generators and all the other stuff. So I'm going to do that, if that's right. So yeah, my current one's defunct. Better for jousting. Well, it's got more pointy bits. I think it looks cooler. So let's get the purely blue bits look better. So everyone is definitely with me on that, right? So let's in that case let's sell everything we bought. Right. So I think we had bought all of this stuff, haven't we? don't think we had those. The shield thingies we definitely had. We couldn't do that. We had a 4 megawatt laser, I think. Oh, this is annoying. We're not at a very high tech level system, so we can't buy half of the stuff back. Sticking with the pointy bits, yeah. That's a bit annoying. I can't sell some of the stuff because I can't buy it back. So if I sell, am I going to be out of price? I think I am. Look, there's naval missiles and all sorts of stuff aboard which I can't sell, which is. But I want that ship. I've got enough money that it doesn't really make much difference, and we can go back to Akana to. No, trouble is if I go back to an earlier save alien, that ship won't be there. Does it stay in the ship? Why do you move sell? I think so, because it's effectively an exchange on this game. Save and fly to Akana and see what they have there. There's always a save. That's true. There's always a save if that doesn't work. That is a good point. Okay, let's do that. I'll go back to the save and reload it because we just sold everything, which was dull. This is the problem. I fancy that ship. It's got to be, if we're gonna, and we've got the Imperial courier, but if we want to get the right one. I'm guessing the ships that are available are sort of procedurally generated, but I think they're procedurally generated from the save, if that makes sense. But this place obviously doesn't have a very high tech level, so we can't buy all the equipment we want. Whereas with Akana, we've got everything. So the problem with this game is to get the paint job, you actually have to buy the entire ship. You can't just say, no, I want my ship to look like that. Right, okay, in that case, let's go back to Akana. So in that case, we've got 93 tons. Have we got any fuel on board at the moment? I've got 75 tons of slaves. Oh, it looks like we were ready to go. Okay, so that's good. In that case, let's do that. Let's go to Akana. There we go, and let's launch. Let me turn this volume down a bit because otherwise that music, the glorious in-game music is going to irritate a bit. Boom, there we go. In-game music, off we go. Yeah, in the 3200 spray paint was a lost ancient technology, it was. Let's speed that up. Right, here we are. Now what's the chance? I bet what happens is we don't... sparkly lights. Right, okay. Yeah, so that's right, 75 tons of indentured servants. That's exactly what it is. Okay, Hall of the Mountain King. Let's turn that down a bit, otherwise my mic will pick it up. Right, we need to go to Capital, which is over there, and Fort Donald's is the base. Actually, we could. I think we've got atmospheric shielding, so we could go down to Capital itself. Well, let's go there for the moment because we're just looking for ships, aren't we? Right, there we go. This bit should be a milk run, and not to be confused with the 75 tons of jennies. No, we definitely had a jenny last week. We got 2 jennies on board still, so we've got a backup jenny and a main jenny. And of course, for a scummy Imperial, how it looks is what else is there? I mean, that's the most important thing, isn't it? Commander Nero, I think the save game keeps some sort of code in it that does seem to affect, so that all the procedural generation that happens based on the save is the same every time you load the save. I think that makes sense. The proper Jenny and the other Jenny. So yes, I've got 2 Jennies aboard, as you're probably aware. Jenny Birmingham and Jenny Mackenzie. So I've got expensive Jenny and not quite so expensive Jenny, I think. It's the way to look at that. I'm always on the lookout for another Jenny, by the way. We'll keep an eye on the space station. We'll fire Jenny Birmingham because she's expensive. Right, we're here. Right, so first things first, let's sell all our stuff. Actually, let's have a look on the bulletin board for Melissa Reagan. Does anybody want some slaves? Computers. Could have bought computers, but never mind. Right, stock market. Sell. Now what's the betting? That there aren't any other Imperial couriers here. Let's have a look. Oh, there's two. Okay, so this one is... Well, that's a really boring one. That's just plain grey. So that's no good. What about the other one? That one is... Oh, it's got... Oh, that one's got... That one has got the aerials on, but with the multicoloured stripes. Oh, decisions. What do I do? Is it the one from the intro? Yeah, that's the one we should try and get. Is it the plain one? Is the one from the intro? Is it? But I like the spikes on the front. It looks more like the Liberator. I think that's what I was going for. Oh, the agonies of choice. Flip a coin. I do like having the spikes. Should we go for this one since it's here? Okay. The intro one is the one with the intro has spikes, a red and blue, and does it? We're gonna have. Let me just fire up the intro a moment. I'm gonna go and fire the intro up again. Hang on a minute. Where is it? It's there. Hang on, let's just have a quick look at the intro. I'm gonna switch that one off. So we need to look at the original intro. Right, here we go. What's going on here? Let's be absolutely right. This is the original intro. Let's just see if we can get a look at the ship. Come on, do your thing, Frontier. Stop showing off. Very, very wrong. Well, it could be wrong. Right, I was going to say we've got to have the spikes. I think I'm going for the spikes. Right, here it is. Can anybody see? There is a point here where it pans around. It has got spikes. Definitely got spikes. Has it got any colour? No, it hasn't. It's completely featureless, but it has got spikes. There we go. Okay, so that's that defined, right? Okay. So if we want one like the intro, it's plain with spikes, whereas this one definitely has. The agonies of choice. This one, well, that's no good because that one has no spikes. Okay, so this one definitely has spikes. So I think we should go for that one. I'm going to go for that one. Spikes are a must. Spikes and no decals then, yeah. So let's go for this one because I think it shows off the spinny nacelles quite well. So let's do that. That'll do. Okay, so right, we need to dump all of this equipment that we've got on here. Unfortunately, we can't kind of swap it over to the other ship, which is a bit annoying. So let's sell everything. Hyperspace cloud, because we're going to then buy it back, which is a pain. I know. Class 1 energy booster unit, definitely have one of those on board. We had the naval ECM, the hull, we didn't have that. Energy bomb we did, escape capsule I don't think we did. Class 5 hyperdrive, we can sell that. Drive is an integral part of your ship, so no. This is the one where you can't upgrade it. Now I've missed something. What have I missed? I've got 1 ton of something on board. What have I got one? Oh, it must be cargo. Oh, hydrogen fuel. Okay, let's just sell that on the stock market. We can go back and sort that out. Let's go and buy that ship. Hydrogen fuel, sell. There we go. Right, shipyard. Let's get aerials. Spikes it is. Yep. Store the modules. Yeah, no, it's not. I know you can't do that either. Right, there we go. Let's get this one. Okay, HX905 is our new ship. We're going to buy that one. So our other ones should now be for sale. Let's just double check. It should still be there. Nope. So we could have gone for an Imperial Trader with spikes and blue things on, but that's not the point. That's not what we're aiming for. So that's the Imperial Courier. That's not the one. So that one there must be the one we had. Yeah, okay, without the spikes. No, the spikes look cool. The spikes definitely look cool. Right, good. Let's get the upgrades. So pointless but cool. 6 naval missiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The auto refueler, don't think I really need that. I'll just do that manually. Atmospheric shielding, yes. Laser cooling booster, yes. Cargo bay life support, yes. Scanner, yes. Radar mapper, yes. Automatic pilot, absolutely yes. Hyperspace cloud analyzer, yes. 15 shield generators. Can't do the fuel scoop and cargo scoop on this ship. Energy booster unit, yes. 4 megawatt beam laser, yes. Naval ECM system, yes. Energy bomb for lols, yes. I think that's it. Let's have a look. 15. So that leaves us with 96 tons of cargo space after we've done all that sort of stuff. And I think we're buying. I must have bought. No, hang on. It was 95 before. So one thing on there I must have missed. Which was the one I went past? Probably the auto refueler. So let's add that one. It's only 1 ton. Let's fill up with fuel. Stock market. Bum, 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 bum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now we were going to go on a bit of a killing spree this week, weren't we? Yeah, remove 1 shield generator. 15 kind of appeals to me though. 15 shield generators. Anyway, good afternoon. Oh, it's Stephen Usher. Ethnication is here as well. Yeah, so this is actually Alien makes a very good point here. There is a way to upgrade the hyperdrive on the ship. According to the game, the hyperdrive is a class 5. It's integral part of the ship. You can't change it, unlike the modular things on the other ships. But there is a way to do it. Basically, what you have to do is you have to hang around for a year in a space station. Until the drive fails, through lack of servicing, an entire year. So you've got to click the kind of time streamer button 365 times, okay? Then the drive will fail, as you saw on one of the previous streams, and you basically just have however many tons of rubbish in the ship. And at that point, you can replace it with a better drive. So you can, I think, put the, I don't know about the military ones, but you can certainly put the class 6 hyperdrive in to the back of the ship. So that's a long-term upgrade that you can do on this ship, which is a bit mad, but that's the only way to do it. I don't know why that is, but whether that's by design or whether that's just one of those things. Anyway, so let's fill the rest of the ship up with luxury goods. And with a bit of luck, we'll have a little bit of action on the next trip, and we can see do things. So let's do that. We could do that in a bit of time actually, but it's a bit. I might do that off stream actually, just to get to the rubbish bit, because otherwise it's going to be me sitting here clicking a button and waiting a minute for the data pass, which will take us quite a long time for a year to pass, and nothing interesting will happen. So I'll see about that. Right. So cargo hold is full. We've got a pointy ship with all the stuff on board. We've got lots of guns, lots of missiles, lots of defences. Let's see how we do. Okay, we're going to go back to Mifia, or Mififar, something like that. I don't know how you pronounce some of these places. Let's save the game before we go, because it's a game. Bad stuff happens. Right, launch request. Now, we need to do a little bit of... we need to do a beauty parade. Full tank of gas. Now we've got the auto refueler on, so the auto refueler should take the fuel out of the ship. At least that's how I'm hoping it's kind of going to work. Okay, so there we go. Beauty parade, right? Okay, here's our new ship. Okay, there it is. It's still got the colour, but we've now got pointy things. Look at the pointy things. Love the pointy things. And let's put the undercarriage. I got this wrong in the stream last week. I did see a few people in the chat. I didn't spot it when we were talking, because I was concentrating over here and the chat's over there. So yes, putting the undercarriage. This is a bit. Putting the undercarriage up on this ship makes the engine nacelles go down. So I'd said putting the undercarriage down when I went up. But curiously, when you put the undercarriage down, the engines go up. Is that right? Yeah, hang on. The undercarriage is down at the moment, so the engines are up. When I put the undercarriage up, the engines go down. I hope that clears it up. Does that make sense? Oddly enough, this ship is actually far more logical for this to be the undercarriage up condition of the ship, rather than the other way around. So as a fighting vessel, it would make a lot more sense to be in this configuration when it was fighting, because it's got its centre of mass nice and close, and its thrust is not offset to the angle of the ship. So that would make a lot more sense to have the undercarriage up, to my way of thinking, because when you put the undercarriage up and the engines come down, it's just so confusing. I mean, it looks cool with the spinny things, obviously, but this configuration now means that the engine thrust is completely off axis. So if you actually had a spaceship like this, it would just start tumbling, which doesn't make a great deal of sense. I mean, but it looks cool. I mean, I think that's the main point about the Imperial Courier from this game, is it looks cool, but it's exactly the wrong way around, I think. So I've now put the undercarriage up, and the engines have come down. And when I put the undercarriage down, the engines will go up, okay? So there we go. Two massive engines off axis. I mean, it's a stupid design for it. It's almost as stupid as Star Trek. I mean, let's just put it like that. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science at all. No. It really isn't rocket science. It's definitely not rocket science. But we do have. I mean, look at the high resolution graphics there. We do have pointy spikes on the front of the ship, which does make it look cool. In fact, it looks a lot better with the pointy spikes on board. What those pointy spikes are for, who knows? But there we go. Right, let's hyperspace. So if the nacelles were down when the undercarriage was down, you would be landing on your engines. Well, I suppose so. You kind of need little feet to come out of the bottom of the engines, maybe. I don't know. I mean, how does it work? Do you begin another dethrottle? Is the undercarriage up or is the undercarriage down? It's very confusing. Right, here we are in the new system. Now there is, you do see this a little bit. You notice the ship's changed colour. Well, it hasn't. It's actually the light of the star, wherever the star is. I'm assuming it's over there somewhere. There's the star. Look, is causing the ship colour to change, which I think is quite nice. So there we go. You can actually see the sunlight on our ship. Right, so let's get ourselves to wherever we're going. I think, nope, not that close. We still haven't actually tried any fuel scooping yet, and I can't do it in this ship. Just remembered. So we're going to have to do that. Ray traced FE2. Yeah. See, that was the point, I think, of some of the upgrades to this game with things like Geo Frontiers, just to get the fun of the game. There we go. Look at those engines. Now, the other thing somebody pointed out to me in my comments on YouTube on this was that the size of the engine plume here isn't as big as the one on the intro. Okay, they're not as big as the one on the intro, and the reason for that is the engine thrust size on the Imperial ships scales with the version of the hyperdrive you have on board. So the bigger hyperdrive you have, the bigger these exhaust plumes are. So the one on the intro actually has, it would seem, the higher powered hyperspace drive on board because it's got the bigger exhaust plume. So if we want to get exactly to that, we need to have the Class 6 hyperdrive on board. So there's a little thing. It varies. The thrust output on these ships varies with the hyperdrive that's installed. So yeah, I didn't know that either until somebody pointed it out to me. So we do have to. Yeah, this is the thing. People have dissected this game. I feel that I know a fair amount about it now, and having read about it, and I've read lots of articles on it, and I've done, gone through all the reviews of the time and everything else to kind of prepare for these streams. But there are still people who come along and go, "Did you know?" It's just insane what you can still learn about these sort of things. It's quite fun. But anyway, so we've got spikes. Spikes are important. So we do have to. We do have to get the best right. We've got the Imperial Courier, so we have ticked off one of the big things that was important on my stream. So that's not bad, right? So anyway, let's see if anybody wants to attack us today. We're under attack. Okay, this is awesome. Right, so this is the first time I've taken this ship into combat, and I need to go back to the scanner. Here we go. We've got a ship. There it is. Right. What's the fire button? Boom, boom, boom. Bosh. Yes. I should have used my radar mapper thing. I forgot. Well, that was easy. Like I said, that's the 4 megawatt beam laser, which seems to kill most things pretty fast. Okay. So that's the only pirate who looks like it's going to try and take us on today. Nope, no, well, I just reached for my cup of tea and in comes another ship. Right, now I need to click on it. There we go. Ah, they ran me! It's just... Ah! Right, the good news here is the shields held. The shields held both from laser fire and from the ramming there. It looked like a Viper. I think it was a Viper. Yeah, the shields held, which is good, which means the shields are about the right strength, I would guess. Actually, I don't want to go just to Schmidt Rock. I need to go to the orbiting, don't I? So that's where we're actually going. So autopilot. Right, there we go again. Let's see that. Are we going to get attacked again? So 2 pirates down. That's not bad. Down to 37% at the ram. Yeah, I didn't see that. I saw it ram. It's like, go away, don't do that. Ah. A male sheep because he rammed you. But no, I was having my cup of tea. I mean, it's very inconsiderate, isn't it? Maybe he was having his tea at the same time. Is one of my Jennies a Mackenzie? I think she was. Yes, she is. She's a Mackenzie. Jenny Mackenzie. Of the clan Mackenzie. Right, there we go. So we're landing there. Let's go to the bullet ball just in case. No. Right, we do need to go with the Imperial Navy. We'll do some of that as well. Now we've got a fair bit of cash, haven't we? Okay, we've got obviously some fuel on board. Let's get some. Let's top the hydrogen back up. I think it's slaves here, isn't it? And that goes back to Akana. Better not get Jenny McLeod. Jenny McLeod of the clan McLeod. Is the Jenny on board? I don't know. Well, let's have a quick look on the bulletin board because you never know, there might be a cheaper Jenny. I wonder if her name's Jenny. Oh, there's nobody here. Nobody here wants a job at all. So there's no Jennies. There's no Jennies here today at all. Okay, so stock market, cargo space remaining 75. So actually, let's go luxury goods. Buy. No, that's not luxury goods, is it? It's slaves here. Oh. There we go. Slaves. Take those back to Akana. And we'll do that a couple more times just to kind of replenish that. But let's just see if there's anything going on in the Imperial Navy. I don't think... Here's the removal job. Now, I'd like to do one of these removal jobs. Wanted. Oh, we can actually do it. And that's interesting. Now, I wonder if that's because we've got to... Have we gone up in elite rating? Because last time we had that, we just got, no, you're not good enough. Now, maybe they've looked at the ship and gone, actually, this guy is, reasonably good. What's our elite rating? We're now average, okay? I can't remember. Was I average at the end of last week? I can't remember now. Maybe I was. But it looks like our elite rating is now high enough to start taking assassination missions. Yes. The ship is spinning Jenny. Oh yeah, okay. So it's Mackenzie is the name of the. Well, there we go. It's Mackenzie Space Station. How am I running this? This is DOSBox. Yes, I'm running it in DOSBox mostly because whilst I've been able to run the game natively by doing a lot of tweaks, it won't stream. I can't get it to work with OBS, whereas DOSBox behaves itself as a proper Windows emulation, works quite happily. So that's a sort of nod. I've tweaked the hardware so it's the right screen resolution and the right everything else, so it's an authentic gaming experience. But yeah, it is DOSBox. We are running an emulation here for this game because it's 1993. It's like ancient far mists of time. Streaming from I haven't got enough set up here to stream the real hardware and intercept the VGA and all that kind of stuff. So apologies. Yes, it's not quite purist, but it's as close as we can get. Yeah, I need a capture card, and then that's just more stuff, isn't it? DOSBox does have the wrong aspect ratio, yeah. So there is a bit of a tweak on that to kind of get it, but it's as authentic as I can make it. It's not bad. So we can run this removal. Now this is an assassination mission. Okay, this is an assassination mission. It's not a removal job. Pam Chekov. So we're going to assassinate some poor lady called Pam Chekov. Needs removing from the Urandol system. Payment of 4,500 credits. That's not a bad job. We could try this. Where is the Urandol system? Okay, it's 1 - 5. We are currently in. Where are we? We are in 0 - 5. So 1 - 5 should be over here. So where is the? There's the Urandol system. We can jump there in one jump. Okay, if we squeeze the fuel out. Let's go back there. So okay, so this could be fun. Okay. Chekov. That's definitely a federal name. Okay, how do I find Pam Chekov? Let's find out. They will believe that now this is important. Okay, this is important. They will be leaving Newtown in the Urandol system at 11:47 on the 7th of January, which is actually we're near the end of the year. Okay, so it's currently the 18th of November, so we can easily get there before the 7th of January. Okay, we need to make a note of this. This is important. You're quite right. I'm going to use a piece of paper because I'm old school. This is how you had to. I could fire up a copy of Notepad, of course, but that's not really in the spirit of the game. So this is how you play the game. All right, you have to write this down. I have a pencil. Look. See, this is old school stuff. Right, Urandol system. Right, it's 11:47. 12 on the 7th of Jan 3203. There we go. Newtown. Okay, so we'll see if we can follow the mechanics from here. So we could take this mission. What ship will they be travelling on? They'll be travelling on a Tiger Trader. There we go, Tiger Trader. XE580. Okay. When must I carry out the contract? That's a funny question. The attempt must be made at Newtown or soon afterwards. We know of reliable information. Okay, so shall we take on our first assassination? I mean, there's very very good intel. It's my elite pen. That's right. Even to the second. Yeah, I know. Okay, I'll take the contract. Boom, excellent. Right, 4,500 will be paid on your successful return. Good luck. Okay, and it's all included. Yeah, okay, so all right, so there's our assassination mission. Okay, we've now got an outstanding contract. We've taken out a contract. Kill Pam Chekov and return to Mififia. That's where we got to go. Okay, we only get paid on successful. We only get paid on the successful completion of said mission. Now I think we've got time then to go to Akana and then down to Urandol. So let's complete our trip because it's the 18th of November, so we've actually got a month, haven't we, before we need to carry out this assassination, and we've got to go back to Mackenzie Station here to do so. So let's go to Akana, complete our run. I'm going to save the game there, obviously. We are fully loaded, aren't we? So we've got our slaves on board, good. So we can make our money. So let's go off to Akana, and we're gonna assassinate somebody today, hopefully for the first time. It's a Class 6 hyperpen. It is indeed. So that's right. That's the paperwork of the courier jobs. It's all assassination detail. Right, let's get out of space. Put the undercarriage up. Hyperspace to Akana. So let's get to Akana. We need to keep an eye on the time. So it's now the 22nd of November. Notice how much time goes past. It takes us like 7 days to hyperspace in this game. And it will take us quite a few days to get to Akana itself. Akana 6 in this case, which is Akana 6D, which is the world of Capitol. So we do need to keep an eye on that because time goes very fast in this game. There we go. And it should be a milk run in this system. No, and that's the thing is, can you assassinate someone multiple times? You can with the save game, I suppose. But we've got to be careful. Yeah, Gunblade Land is exactly right. Is Path to Juice, rather. Don't get there too soon, or it will give the target news of your arrival. So we need to arrive not too far. Ah, why is that fuel tank empty? Oops. I thought I'd bought enough fuel for that. Just as well I save the game. Okay, need more fuel. It's a long way. That's the problem with this game. Golden the fuel rats. No, they do not exist yet in the lore. So I'm going to have to sell a ton of slaves. That's weird. It worked last time. Buy more fuel. Let's do 22 just in case. Maybe the ship's heavier for some reason. I don't know. Right. Okay, let's try that again. Dun 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 dun. Okay, so Akana 6. Zoom, 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 zoom. Right, there's Capital. It's because the Akana system is so massive, it takes a lot of fuel to manoeuvre around it. Right, there we go. Yeah, no, it's very bad for running out of fuel on stream. There we go. Forgot his fuel. Yeah. Drew forgot his fuel. The auto refuel only works when there's a little thing called fuel on board. I suppose that's fair enough, isn't it? Pointy engine thing. Yes, I suppose maybe the pointy things are heavy. They add a few tons to the ship. Yeah, so Jenny should have reminded me, shouldn't she? So the auto refueler should use the fuel. Now there's 1 ton of fuel left, as you can see. Hopefully that's enough to get us there. Because it sort of sucks it out of the cargo bay. Takes fuel to run the spikes. Awesome. Turn the motors off to save fuel once you have enough. But yes, that I have used that trick a few times to save a bit of fuel. But I'm just conscious of time. Although we've got a month yet before the assassination contract is due, so we need to allow 7 days for the hyperspace transit, and obviously some time to get to the space station. So I don't know. Does anybody know what the criteria are? Because if you get to the place too early, then obviously the ship will, kind of get news of you. The assassination contract will get news of you and won't launch. In which case you've kind of lost it. But how early is too early? I mean, are we talking hours or days or weeks or what? So there's a question. I don't know what the answer to that one is. Let's sell those slaves. 7 days is fine. Okay, so 7 days is... So if I'm inside 7 days, I would get there, see how early I am, reload, then wait and get there again. Get there with one... yeah, well, that's the trick. Get there with 1 second to go is probably about right. But, we know the hyperspace jump takes at least 7 days. Anytime before 8 AM is too early. I think it's 2 weeks, but it's been a while since I've done assassination runs. Okay, well, we kind of know, we've got some ideas then. So let's fuel up the ship. Now, we're going to need a bit more fuel to get there. Okay, it's actually out of range from here. So that's actually 2 hyperspace jumps. So I need to be a bit careful here. I think the Mififia system... There it is. No, that's SA. It was in range. Oddly enough, it was in range from Mififia. Whatever that is. That takes 17. So we can go there. So I suggest we get there. Drew, make sure you have time for breakfast, then go off and assassinate someone. Exactly. Hyperspace jump takes 7 days for maximum jump range, less time for shorter jump. So we've still got a month to go. So I vote let's go back to Mififia. Or however you pronounce that. One more, I was going to say Aussie G's about right. Let's do one more trading run to Mififia. How do you pronounce that? Let's buy a little bit more fuel than we actually felt we needed. It's luxury. Oh, excuse me. It's luxury goods here, isn't it? There we go. That's all ready. So let's save that. And we will go back to Mifia, and then we'll go across to. Thank you very much. Bless you, says Commander Sinclair. My FIFA. I've got no fuel again. I should have enough fuel this time. I've got some extra fuel. There we go. 17 tons of fuel required to get. Actually, that's there. It's 18 tons to get there. Leaves me with 4 tons of fuel on board, which should be enough for the trip. He hopes. And I want to splat some baddies as well. So let's have a look. Are there any other assassination missions here, by the way? Let's just check the bulletin board. See, there's another one there. That's 7,000. Okay, so we obviously got to the point where we can do this, which is nice. Computers. Oh, look. Passes on a fast ship. So let's try. There's another one. Look, I love the way these are written. Some admirers wish Seamus Irvin to have a fitting career end in the MEL system. Oh, look at this one. Some admirers wish Governor Eckhart to have a fitting career end in the Sahoa system for 18,500. Where's the Sahoa system? Oh no, so they're looking for somebody with a higher ranking. Can't do that yet. So we've got to work on that one. There's an unemployed crew. Oh, but her name's Becky. That's no good. No, you need to be a Jenny to work on my ship. Okay, so that's that. Right, let's go to Mifia. My FIFA. Let's go for that. My FIFA. Where's my FIFA? That's right, Essex lad. Which football game is? Where's my FIFA? Dear. Good stuff. Right. Right. Launch. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Well, I've almost finished my tea. This time I'm going to finish my tea before we go into combat, which I think is good protocol for flying an Imperial courier into a dangerous star system. A very nice cup of tea. That's awesome. Right. Undercarriage up, down. I have selected. There we go. And hyperspace. Bum, 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 bum. There's Mackenzie Depot. Let's go there. Right, time is now the 5th of December. Okay, so it's almost 3 years since we started out. I've got a hyperspace analyzer, I think, haven't I? I should show you how that works, actually. I was hoping to show you the radar mapper as well, but the guy rammed us before we could get a chance. So I have got the jump analyzer on board, so yeah, we've got that. Okay, autopilot, off we go. Right, are we going to get attacked today? Everyone's running away. Everyone's running away. Where were the pirates? They were all over us before, and now they've seen the Imperial courier with the spiky, spinny spikes on the front. They're just like, no, there's not. I'm not coming in to get him. Dear. What can you do? What can you do? Zup. There we go. Okay, and docking. Right, so let's just do the cargo. Bulletin board first, of course, just in case somebody wants fruit and veg, for goodness sakes. No. So stock market, luxury goods, sell those. So we can make so much more money. I mean, trading is the only real way to make money in this game. You just make insane amounts of money with the trading once you get a decent enough ship. I can score my own jump cloud. Okay. Okay, so I could show you that. Sometimes there's a hyperspace exit point just outside the space station when you leave. Right, it's now the 9th of Jan. So we can go across to the Uandol system. It's a quintuple system, so that sounds like it might be quite big. So I think we should get, and how much fuel do we need? 24 tons of fuel just to get there. So let's go and recce the system. Let's go and recce the system. Let's take quite a lot of fuel with us. And let's just find out what the score is. The pirates had a meeting and decided no spikes. Wagar the Impaler. I quite like that. Yes, that's right. If you want to attract pirates, just carry down 1 ton of limiteds. Suddenly, everybody wants you. It's that tasty cargo. That's what it is. It's the tasty cargo. That big haul I was looking for. That's the one. I think that I know those messages are now actually part of Elite Dangerous Legend, really, aren't they? But I mean, come on, how long does it really take to add some more NPC dialogue into a game if all you've got to do is add some text? I mean, I could do that in an afternoon. Dear oh dear. Actually, that's one thing. I mean, it's that's a very good comment. I mean, just in terms of, Frontier. This game took quite a long time to get started. It took us a long time to get out of the starter ships, and then suddenly we were in Imperial Courier. In the last episode we went through like about 3 ships really, really quickly, because once you get into the bigger ships, you can make enough money to pretty much buy anything almost straight away. One thing that is noticeable, having played, and before this we were playing the ZX Spectrum original Elite, not original because obviously that's on the BBC, but the original Elite game from 1984, and the amount of time you spend in system getting from the hyperspace point, wherever you happen to arrive, to the planet, in these first 2 games is actually relatively quick. I mean, you're normally a maximum of a few minutes, whereas in Elite, of course, if you get a space station that is like in Elite Dangerous, if you get a space station that's like millions of light seconds away, you could just be in Super Cruise for like I can be here for 10 minutes and not really anything happens. So it's curious to kind of compare and contrast those. These earlier games do get you to the action a bit faster in some ways, depending on what you're trying to do. Right, so we're going to be able to go there. Okay, we're in range. That's going to take us another week to get there. So let's go there and recce the system, because we've got to go to some place called Newtown. I know we can check it remotely. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll try and analyse my hyperspace thingamajig when we get there. That will show you a little bit about what's going on. Okay, there's another. Actually, I can show you the radar mapper here. Look, there's a big ship in the dock. So let's just get out of the way of the dock for a moment. There we go. I'm going to come to a halt. So what we can do here is with our radar mapper, if we just turn around, there's a ship there, okay, obviously a big one, flying upside down for some reason. Can I click on it? I thought I could do that. Shows you how big those ships are, and how even the Imperial Courier, which is quite a big ship. I thought I could click on it. Maybe I can't. Can I click on the space station? Right, we'll try the space. Now, if I use the radar map on the space station, what does it say? Nothing. There's another one there. What about that one? There we go. Okay, so the radar mapper allows you to find out stuff about the thing that you've targeted. Okay, so here it's saying it's a Lynx bulk carrier, so it's carrying loads and loads and loads of deodorants. It has a class 1 hyperdrive aboard. Its hull is at 100%. It has no shields, and its shield strength is 0. Try clicking on the nose. Okay. Okay, let's try that. Is it the nose? No, I thought it was in the middle, but of course it doesn't seem to be picking up. Yeah, maybe we can pick up that one up there. There we go. Okay, I've got that one. Let's try it on that. So the radar mapper will then tell us that is a long-range cruiser. Class 1 hyperdrive, hull 100%, shield 0. Okay, so they haven't got shields on board for some reason. I don't know why that would be, but maybe they're so big they don't need it. The funny thing is you can blow those ships up, but when they blow up, they get replaced by, the explosion that you normally get, which is perfectly adequate size for the small ships that the players fly. All you get is that at the centre of the ship. So all you get is like a tiny, when you blow it up, it's not like the entire thing goes kaboom. You just get a tiny explosion in the middle. which is a bit anticlimactic, really. That's just one of those things. Oh yeah, there's an option for labels. Okay, let's just switch the label. There we go. So if I click there we go. That's how you do it. Well done, whoever suggested the labels. Who was that? Aerodyne Thorn. Thank you very much for that. So if I map that one, we can see it's a long-range cruiser, Class 1 hyperdrive, hull 100% no shields. I don't know why big ships would be hanging around with no shields, but obviously they feel that's a sensible thing to be doing. Anyway, right, so that's how the radar mapper works, okay? So we can find stuff about other ships. Right, so let's hyperspace to our target system. Okay, now we will leave behind as we exit, there it is, a hyperspace exit point, okay? So I can click on that, it's an entity in the game, right, an arrival cloud remnant from Bififia, and if I hyperspace analyze it, oh, actually that's all it's telling me, okay, so because it's an arrival one, it's only telling me where it's from. But if I click on it from the other side, if I find somebody who's going somewhere and they've left a hyperspace remnant point, that's the bit I can analyse and find out where they went and when they're going to arrive. Okay, that's how they go. So that's what these two tools do. Okay, they allow you to pick up extra intel about stuff, which is pretty handy. Okay, so we're in the system. Now this is a binary, or no, it's a quintuple system, wasn't it? So let's have a look at the chart here. So we've got to go to Nesbitt, Jennings, Fortress. It said Newtown. Right, there we go. Major starports, Newtown. So actually this guy is going to be leaving from Lowling's Grave, Barry Requin Planetoid. So we can probably quite, hopefully sensibly go to this space station in orbit and hang around up there for a bit. I think. There we go. So the jump clouds appear 7 days before you arrive and last for a week afterwards. Okay, fantastic. So let's go here to Nesbitt Station around the third planet. This is quite a complicated system, isn't it? So this one is E. Right, so let's find E first. There's A, B. So that's what's going on there. That's C, D. There's E there. Wow, what a complicated system. Lowling's Grave. Okay, so that's where we ultimately need to get to. And we need to go. There's Newtown Port. So we're going to go to Nesbitt Station in orbit around Newtown Port. We've got 3 weeks to go. So let's see. It's 168 AUs away. Just as well I brought loads of fuel with us. Okay, off we go. Whoa, ship is under attack. Straight away. And I haven't got the shield up. Right. So a dodgy system as well, which is always nice. Why is the ship? Oh, I'm on the rear view camera. That won't help. There it is. What we got here. Boom. Again, I should have tried the radar mapper. I forgot. We will do the radar mapper. Nesbitt Station over Rabsy, yes. Okay, so we've got all sorts of. Ooh, ooh, that hit my shields. You nasty piece of work. Damaged my ship as well. Okay, so this is a tough system. Hull badly damaged there. Nice. I'm going to apply my little trick. Shields will be up to date. Manual controls, keep accelerating the autopilot at the last millisecond. You might not make it in time. Okay. Manual controls, keep accelerating an autopilot at the last millisecond. Let's see how we do. Yeah. Well, it's more the pirates I'm worried about at the moment. As you can see. Don't know how many pirates it's going to give me. Boom, got him. I may have to do a little bit. Well, it gives our ship a good workout, doesn't it? Whoa, that's another beam. Ah! Kill me! Okay, so 15 shield generators is not enough. I wasn't expecting to die there. Okay. I think let's armour up the ship. Before we go, right. Right, we're back. Where are we at the moment? We're at. Oh, I didn't save it at Mifia. Oh. Well, anyway, in that case, that gives us a chance to. Let's up the ship a bit. God, yeah. Yeah, I can see no more than adequate rating. Boom. Right. Okay. What's on the ship? I've got no cargo space. I want to upgrade the shields here a bit. So let us, since we're going on the assassination mission, I think that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Let's take that down. Let's take that right off. Let's prioritise the ship for fighting, because I think we're doing cargo runs here at the moment. Shipyard upgrades. Right. Let's add a few more shield generators in. I could add an auto hull repair system. Thinking about it, that will cost us quite a lot of cargo space, but it might be worth it. Let's put one of those in for the moment. There's 22 tons of fuel on board, but I want more fuel. So let's add a few more shield generators. Where are they? These things take up a lot of space. So let's put 5 more of those on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's fill up the rest of the ship with fuel. There we go. Okay, so I've now got auto hull regeneration. 20 shield generators. We'll see how that goes. If you do accelerate an angle to the pirate, yeah, that's true. I need to think about that. Okay, let's save that. Let's try this again. I want to do this assassination mission. So let's go to. We've got to go to Mifia anyway. Because I can't go direct to Arando. It's just out of range, which is annoying. I could go to Ethieth, but I don't know if that's actually going to. Is that gonna? That must be in range. Let's go there. We'll just do a jump there. You can always go back to the save if it isn't. Let's try that again. Right. Let's try. Let's try this again. You are eating into fuel cargo space. You may need multiple jumps if you chase him. Yeah, so that is a problem too. I'm hoping to get him on the moment I see him. That's my plan at the moment. We'll see how well that works. But yes, I'm taking a thing there. Right. Okay. Right, in that system. Now I should be able to get to Urandol. 15 tons there. How much fuel have I got on board now? That's a little bit close, isn't it? Well, is there a place to stop here? Hyperspacing in the wrong one. So we're here. Is there somewhere I can refuel here? There is. Excellent. Okay, so there's Nesbit, another Nesbit city. Nesbit cities all over the place. Let's go there. Let's refuel as much as we can. Oh, ship under attack. There's only problem around here is that everywhere wants a piece of the action. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Bars off. We've got a little pea shooter with a gun. Boom. Bounced off the shields. Will you stop ramming me? Ship is under attack. Really? There he is. There we go. 3 pirates. Okay, it's 5th of December. We've got a month. Let's get us. Oh, he managed to hit me. Cheeky monkey. Boom. Right, there we go. Autopilot. Come on, that should be enough pirates, surely. I just want to refuel. That's all I want. I just want some fuel. Oh, well, I need my windscreen washed. They want my Jenny. Maybe that's what they're after. Are they after my Jennies? No, you have to jump to where they are going to go. Okay, so I do need the fuel to do the jump. I thought I could assassinate them right outside the space station. I know that the police might take a dim view of that, but I think you can, can't you? Well, maybe we can try both of them. We'll play the game a little bit and see what happens. So this is a classic Coriolis space station with some extra sticky bits on it. Right, okay, so we're here. That worked. Let's buy some more fuel. Stock market. So let's completely fill up with fuel. Okay, that should allow us to make enough jumps, I think. Okay. Let's get ourselves across to the Urundor system. If I survive, you can assassinate as soon as the ship takes off. That's how I've always done it. Yeah, that's what I was planning to do, Gunblade lad. So let's try that. Then we might have to get out of Dodge because the police will presumably take a little bit of a dim view of people being assassinated outside the space station. Just flash your Imperial Senator ID badge. Yes, that's right. Yes. You can let me pass. I'm just doing Imperial duty. Okay, so we've got no cargo space. It's full of fuel. We need to go to there. Right, good. Okay, we're ready to go. But we know it's a bit of a tricky system to get into. So I'll save it in a minute once we're hyperspace. That'll save us a bit of time. Okay, I love the speed. Check the guy from hyperspace. Right, hyperspace we go. That takes us to the 12th of December. Let's save it here. There we go. Right, we're likely to get hit by pirates again. Let's see if we can find the... Oh, there's C. So this is a complicated system. There's D. Where's E? That's over there. And we need to go to the central star. Wagner's Legacy! It definitely was last time I was here. Right, let's see how well we do here. Okay, I'm not gonna go down to the surface because that looks suspicious, but let's... Oh, why isn't the space station appearing? There it is. Sometimes that happens. It doesn't draw the space station. Right, it's 59 AUs away, so it's like seriously long distance. Now there's probably a lot of pirates in the system, but we're only carrying hydrogen, so that was us. Hint: fire a missile first. Okay, energy bomb the police and gets your elite ranking up. Oh, actually, now that's mean. We'll try a few of those things. Okay, are the pirates going to come after me today? Okay, look at the time. Okay, it's the 13th. It's a long old way, isn't it? 14th. Speed is going up. Fuel will be going down, but no pirates so far. This is good news. Piracy mode looks a bit cool on the commander screen though, so it does, yes. Wanted for piracy mode. Okay, so we're doing all right. We're going to have plenty of time. Save regularly after fights, yes. Aussie G, yes, that's always a good plan. Okay, so the time's coming down. It's the 16th. We're going to be plenty of time. But I don't want the dude to get wind of me arriving. So it's taken 4 days now of travel. It's going to be 5 soon. There we are, 6 days of travel. 6 days of travel now. So it's taking a week to hyperspace, and pretty much by the look of this, it's going to be a week of through space travel. Target out of range. I've no idea why it says target out of range, because clearly it knows exactly what the range is. Out of range of what, I suppose, is it? What you can do is land at different bases. Yeah, well, that's what I'm doing, Alien. I'm going to the orbital base. The actual target's coming out of the space station on the planet below. So I'm basically getting myself in place. We're in the space station above, and he comes out of the planet down below. So we just need to sneak down there in about a week or so, I think, and hang out until he launches. Now, my plan is to launch maybe about, 30 seconds before he comes out. Wait for him to come out and then blast him. There we are, it's Merry Christmas. Okay, so that's taken us quite a few days. to do this. It's a long old haul into this system, but here we are. We're in Nesbit Station on the 26th. It's Boxing Day. We missed Christmas. Christmas Day was on board the spaceship. Whatever it was out of range of is now in there. So here's another courier station, but this time with only 2 spinny things. Right, we can you can get cool cola here as well. That was a long old way, that wasn't it? Okay, so right now let's just review what we've got to do. Okay, so Kilpam Chekov, Newtown Urendel. Okay, now if I'm getting my memory correct, we're now in the Nesbit space station. Newtown is down there on the planet. That's where we need to go, but not yet. Okay, not yet. It won't take us too long to get down from orbit, and we're a few days early, so we don't want to get there too early, but we don't want to get there too late either. So I'm going to save it there with the hope that we haven't spooked off our target. We're going to wait in space now for a little bit, in the space station. I think this is the way I'm supposed to do it. So we know they're going to leave at 11:47 on the 7th of Jan. So I suggest we fast forward time to the 6th of Jan, and then see how it works. Unless anybody's going to tell me otherwise, I think this is how we're supposed to do it. So let's try. Okay, so it's going to cost me a bit in crew and berthing charges, but hey. So I can just speed up time. It's important. Did I buy fuel? Actually, I didn't. Let's go and do that. Let's fill up with fuel. Good point. Just in case we miss them and do need to make a hyperspace jump, because we'll have to chase them. We'll have to chase them with our hyperspace cloud analyzer. There we go. Now I've got fuel. And they're in a Tiger Trader, which is a big ship. So it should be hopefully reasonably easy to hit. I think we'll try both. Ishuk 1. Follow them through the jump and kill them as it came out. We'll try both. We'll try both options. Let's see how well that works. Right, it's almost the end of the year, 3202. So let's find out what happens. Okay, so 30th of December. There we go. Classic gameplay this. Click a button and wait a day. Thank you for following the Landra. Glad you caught a live stream. Brilliant. Good to see you. Thanks for popping along. And thank you for following Raz Kinney as well. That's awesome. So right, it's new year. So happy New Year, everybody. It's the 1st of January. Let's get it closer to the time of the ambush. Dun, dun, dun. It's quite tense, actually. It's quite tense. I quite like this stuff. Happy 3203. That's the 2nd of January. Okay. That's the 3rd of January. Why not land on the planet? Well, the reason I don't want to land on the planet is because I don't want to spook the target. Okay? I don't want to spook the target. And we're not entirely... Somebody reckons it's a week. If you go down to the target's location and hang around there too early, they get wind. They go, why is that really big, tough military ship hanging around the starport for an inordinately long length of time? And it kind of spooks them. So my plan here is to go down on the 6th, which we're just about to get to. Casually, fly casual, okay? Fly casual, Han Solo style. And right, it's now the 6th of Jan. And then just fly casually down. Just here for docking, filling up with fuel. You know how it is. Just try not to spook the target. Okay, so the hit is supposed to now take place in just a little bit over 24 hours. So let's make our way down to Newtown. Okay, that's where we're going. It's a barren moon, Lowling's grave, and hopefully soon to be Pam Chekov's grave as well. Poor old Pam Chekov. And you can land outside the port. Yes, again, that looks a bit suspicious. I think, why is that massive, great big military ship parked 1 kilometre away from the starport with all its weapons hot? It's like, I think I might wait till it goes. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how this. I mean, does anybody know how sensitive the game is to those kind of ruses? Because sometimes you definitely could spook the target into not being around. I know that, but I don't know if is that just a time thing, or is it a behaviour thing? I don't know how sophisticated that piece of code might be. So I'm just trying to sort of preempt it a bit. Anyway, let's make our way down to the surface. It's been 25 years since I started playing this. No one can remember. Pam is a person who you can check off the list. That was pretty dreadful, actually. Tactic camping, yes, Calvinator, that's right. So, right, so it's only 15,000 kilometres away, so we can leisurely take our time to get down there. Let's switch the engine onto autopilot. And off goes the ship, look, all on its own. There's the space station. And we're heading down towards the ground. I do wonder why the stations are always so far from the planets. Yeah, they're always in very high orbits, aren't they? It's not like... I mean, why not put them in, low... I mean, it's not low Earth orbit, is it? But there's no particular reason for them being so high up. I mean, even with a rocky planet like this, you don't need to be high up at all. But... just a few hundred kilometres up is fine. You don't need to be so distant from the planet. It's a very good point, actually. You want to be a certain distance up because you don't want to get any kind of atmospheric drag or any of that kind of stuff. But which things like the International Space Station that we have does actually suffer from. We have to boost its orbit every so often. But you could go a little bit higher than that. But you don't need to be a geocentric orbit or anything as high up as that, or even further in some of the cases. So I don't know. Pam is a baddie, says Aussie G. You established on Monday that the baddies are stupid, so Pam won't listen to her Jenny telling her there's a big military ship nearby. You're fine, okay. Well, let's find out. So anyway, let's head down to the planet. So shall I dock at the port, or shall I land rough nearby? I don't know. What do you think? Tell me in the chat. Should I land rough? Better get there quick. Dock says, a dock and refuel. Well, I won't have used much fuel just doing that, but I suppose I could refuel. Anyway, we're coming close down, so let's do that. Let's hope the autopilot doesn't screw up. Look, there's the base. Dun 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 dun. So it's now the 6th of Jan. It only took us like 20 minutes to get down. I think that's going to crash. Oh, no, it didn't. Oh, then we get the Blue Danube. Anyway, there we go. Okay, so let's dock. Zoomp. Right, so we're now in the right place. We're docked at Newtown. She leaves tomorrow morning. By all the circumstances, I assume they're sort of pressure domes, but I don't know. There's no space left on the ship, so we haven't actually used any fuel as far as the system's concerned, so that's okay. It will use it. Right, okay, so now we just wait. Take off 2 minutes before she does. Yeah, I was going to sort of take off maybe a minute, 30 seconds before she does and slowly throttle away. And then we can watch the rear view and see if she appears. Okay, so let's save the game here, shall we? Let's fast forward time till tomorrow. And then it becomes the day. Chris Sawyer still hasn't finished his transport game, no. Right, it's now January the 7th. Okay? It's now January the 7th. How do you know the exact time she departs? It was on the hit. Okay? So here, kill Pam Chekov at 11:47 and 12 seconds. It's pretty precise. And I wrote it on my paper. Look, I did. I even wrote it down, old school, okay? It was in the mission, down to the second. Yeah, it's pretty precise, okay? So we're looking for a Tiger Trader Reg XE580. So we now need to forward time to about 11 o'clock. Let's do that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. There, stop, slow down. There we go. Right, it's now 10 o'clock. Okay. I need a Boba Fett helmet. I do. Right, it's now 10 o'clock. Okay. So 11:47 is what we're after. So let's keep going forward a bit. So it's 11. Right, we're getting close now. 11:47 is what we're after. Right, we're getting very, very close now. Right, okay, so she takes off in about a minute. So I'm going to take off in about 15 seconds. All right, see if this works. She's due to leave. Right, let's take off now. In fact, okay. So launch request. There we go. We're now taking off. Okay, she is due to leave in 30 seconds. Okay. There we go. We're taking off. Right, and I'm going to gently thrust away from the planet. There we go. Get clear of the actual base. And with a bit of luck, she shall launch any moment now. There she goes. Right, here's the ship. Okay, so that worked. Let's target her ship. There she is. Let's see if we can zap her. I've got the police after me, so that's always exciting. Oh, and I've overheated my gun. Should have put the radar mapper on actually. Whee! Okay, so this assassination has not gone all that smoothly. There she is. Oh, the frame rate is dropping like fury here. I should radar mapper her actually, but well, she's running away. Let's get after her. I think I'm out of range. Oh no, she's firing back. Awesome. Assuming I've got the right ship, of course. Here she comes. It's quite a tough ship actually. Let's just switch the radar mapper on and see how we're doing. There we go. Right, hull is at, her hull is at 34%, so we've almost got her. It's actually quite tough. Let's just turn around. Come on. I hope is she coming towards me? She is, yeah. Come on. There we go. There. Oh, minor hit there. 24%. It's not the cleanest assassination. Oh, 2.5%. Boom! Target lost. That's how you do it. There we go. I do have the police after me, as you can see. There's a small amount of police traffic going on. I suppose I could energy bomb them here. Let's do that. Just because I'm a badass. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. I'm such a bad dude. Now, I bet that's probably done something. There we go. There, done. What's it done to my unlawful discharge of weapon, piracy and murder? There we go. Although, oddly enough, my legal status is clear, but that's my imperial record. Did that do anything to my elite rating? No, I'm still average. All the police. Kaboom! Right, there is one police still after me. Actually, let's deal with him. Here he is. Let's radar map of him. A Viper defense craft. There we are. Probably out of range. Oh no, there's still more police about. They're still after me. Let's kill the police. I hesitate to add that is in the context of a 16-bit game. Just in case anybody's monitoring this stream. So this is the problem. The AI for the police is atrocious. They can't intercept anything to save their lives. No one can give you a fine if there's no one left who knows you're a criminal. That's my kind of thinking, really. So I'm just sitting here. My engines are off. I should be an easy thing to intercept, and the police seem to find this incredibly difficult. I don't think I can hit them at this rate. Look, so they can't get close to me, the silly fools. But they're all fine. There's another one there. I'm surrounded by police, but they're not all that effective. Right, so that worked, but that wasn't very clean. Okay, so what I'll do, we'll continue this in a bit. Let me save that as I'm going to call that one police. Okay. And we can decide whether or not to go on from there. Let's go back to the previous one and let's just see if we can let her hyperspace away and see if we can ambush her. Let's try that. Okay. So whether I saved it as I did save it as police. It hasn't saved. Hang on a minute. Police. There we go. I need to press OK. There we go. Okay. So I've got. Where's police? Isn't there? Okay, so that's that one. I'm going to load back the previous one. Let's just go for this. That was saved on the 6th of January. So let's fast forward to the 7th. You got a £10,000 fine for a £4,000 job. So it's probably not a great payback, is it? Right. So let's go forward to 11 o'clock. Let's just see what happens this time. Okay, so 11. What time was it? 11:47. So that's not great, is it? Not payback. I need to do this more. Oh, I just missed it. Oh no, there she goes. There, look. Let's get after her. Oh, traffic control busy. Oh, I haven't come across that one before. Traffic control is busy. Okay. Wow, I didn't know it did that. There we go. There's a new one. Right, let's let me load that back in. I need to be a bit more careful on the timing here. Crime doesn't pay. It does. It just you've got to do it well. You'll get fugitive when you jump, despite nuking the entire local police force. As you can see, energy bombs do work quite effectively. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's get that up to 10 o'clock. 10. It's 11:47. We need to go before 11. Right. Okay. 11:46. There we go. Right. Let's launch. Launch request. Yep. Right. We're off. It's just over a minute. Okay. Traffic goes busy with all the police ships coming in to arrest me. Yeah. I will actually. I will show you the police ship problem. Okay, there's something I do need to show. I'll show you that in a minute. Right, so we're launching, minding our own business, right? Okay, let's put the undercarriage up. We're cruising away from the space station. She's going to be launching in about 20 seconds. So let's keep an eye on it. We'll take a. Here we go. Right, 11:46. This time we'll let her jump and we'll see where she goes. See if we can catch up with her. See if that works. Okay, she should be launching. 2, 1, go. There she comes. Got the ship. Oh no, I missed it. There we go. Okay, so it's the right ship. Okay, so let's just casually fly over. There she goes. So she's thrusting up in that direction. Off she goes. Now she should hyperspace jump in a moment. I don't want to get too close because there we go. Right, so there's the hyperspace jump. Okay, so she's now jumped somewhere. So we're going to analyse the hyperspace jump. And that's going to tell us that she went to Cephal and she's due on the 10th of January. So let's see if we can find Cephal 1 minus 5. Where is Cephal 1 minus 5? There it is there. Okay, so we're going to try and overtake her in hyperspace. Now we've got 19 tons of fuel required. Now can we get there? Due on the 10th of January. I'm not sure we're going to be fast enough. Let's find out. No, we're not. We're not fast enough to catch her up. So we've now lost her. Our ship isn't fast enough. Ah, dear. So it's actually quite tricky, this stuff, isn't it? I think I'm going to have to assassinate her and make a run for it. How bad was that? So taking her out as she departs appears to be the right thing to do, but my ship isn't fast enough to catch her up. So presumably there's no way for me here to find her, is there? I assume. I would have lost the trail by this point. Could try waiting in Cephal. I don't know if will she jump to the same place? I don't know. I suppose that's worth a try, isn't it? So we know she jumps to Cephal. Yeah. So military drive is needed for that kind of assassination. So in that case, I'm going to have to kill her, and then make a run for it, aren't I? I wonder if a missile is going to be a better way of doing that. You can't wait there. She arrived after she... Yeah, you arrived after she got there. So there's no... Yeah, but I'm just wondering... Would it... I wonder if the destination she jumps to is random, or whether or not I could, knowing where she jumps to... I don't know if the game's that clever. Knowing where she jumps to now, I could use that knowledge to go back in time to my save game, jump to the Cephal system and wait for it to arrive. I don't know if that will work. Okay. Let's go back here for a moment. Let's have a rethink. So either I get fined a lot. There is randomness, but try it, says Alien. Okay, so I could jump to the Cephal system and wait to the 10th. Test it out at least. Let's test it out. Okay, let's go to the Cephal system then. Let's jump to there. Wait to the 10th of January and see if she turns up. You won't know where she arrives. It doesn't work, says Kelly Bagler. Okay, well, let's give it a try. Let's just double check that. It probably won't work. I think you're almost certainly right, but it's worth it. It's worth a try. Gunblade there, to hold the shift key while doing a to force a misjump. Oh, we haven't even tried that either. You do drop in at the same point, so the hyperspace entry points are the same. So that may or may not work. So let's go to the Cephal system and hyperspace there. Let's wait here. Actually, it's the 12th of January, so you can't even get there before she takes off. So I'm going to have to go back to an earlier save game when we still had time to get to the Cephal system in time. This is some serious playing around with the space-time continuum now. we seem to have prior knowledge of what's going on in the game. I'm already too late. You're good point. Yes. Right. Let's go to an earlier save. This is now the 26th of December. This is a very complicated way to assassinate somebody. Right. Let's go from here. Oh, insufficient fuel. Oh, I hadn't fuel. This is not going well. I hadn't got sufficient fuel on board. Hydrogen fuel. Right, there we go. Let's fuel up the ship. Right. Launch again. Right. Let's go to the Cephal. So let's see if this works. I don't think it will. but it's worth a try. Okay, so we're here on the 1st of Jan. Okay, let's set the drives to throttle down. There's our hyperspace exit point. Where is the other one? There it is. So that's our hyperspace exit point. Will there be another one? Okay, let's. Oh, we're drifting. Why are we drifting? Okay, now we're stationary. Good. Right, let's see. Wibbly wobbly timey wimey. Can't wait for you to take the admirers would like the author Druega to have a happy retirement mission and kill myself. Okay, so the time is spinning forward because we're not docked, of course. We're just sitting in space. Let's see what happened. I wonder if that is programmed or whether it's random. I suppose we can check that by seeing where she jumps to next time. If it is, it would be quite cool. But the music's quite good. Right, 6th of Jan. But isn't the hyperspace thing supposed to appear? Right, here's the 7th of Jan. This is the time she sets off. So she's about to leave. Is a hyperspace thingy going to it? Because it should appear here, shouldn't it? Shouldn't it appear here? It should appear here. But I bet you it won't. We were hoping that she should appear on the 10th of Jan if she's going to appear anything. Well, I think it appears in advance though, so let's go forward to the 10th when she was due to arrive. Just out of okay, it's now the 10th of Jan. The scanner perhaps. The scanner's on, so let's I wonder if the station she leaves from isn't loaded, so she never actually leaves it. Yeah, it'll only appear close to you if you jumped in from the same system close to, so that's the problem. I don't think we're going to see it. So I don't think that works. No. Okay. Well, it was worth trying. It was worth trying. Right. So we're going to have to kill her in such a way. I've got a save game there, haven't I, with the police? So I got a. Yeah. So we did do that. So I have killed her. Let's load this one. Right. Okay. So this is back with the police. So now I'm a fugitive. So where did I pick up the fine? Okay, so I've got to go back to Mififia anyway. So let's claim our reward for our ill-gotten gains. At least our reputation would have gone off. So poof, there we go. We've escaped. Okay, where have I got to go to? I've got to go to anywhere. Schmidt Rock. There we go. Let's go to Mackenzie Depot. Now, what's our condition? Let's just switch the engines on. Head in the right direction. We've done that. We've done that. I'm now an imperial fugitive. Yes. The fine popped up on screen when you first fired. Oh, did it? Okay, I didn't spot that because I wasn't paying enough attention. Did I get fined 10,000 credits? Did I really? So I've kind of lost money on this venture. I've got the option not to pay. I suppose I have. But I'm now an imperial fugitive, so that's going to be interesting. Trying to rank up with the Empire, isn't it? If only you'd hacked the game and had a Falcon with a Class 8 hyperdrive that you could instant jump anywhere. I am trying to play the game properly, you know. Okay, let's get that back because we need to. Let's claim. Right, we're on course. My criminal career. Hey, we did an assassination though. Right, well, we're under attack. Unsurprisingly, because now there's a bounty on our head. This guy's got a beam weapon. Oh, what ship is that? Let's radar mapper him first. Oh, he hit me. I still haven't managed to use that radar mapper on a hostile ship. Oh, maybe I'll get a chance this time. Right, where is he? Let's. I want to use the radar mapper. Well, this is a big ship, or a big-ish ship, with quite a big gun as well. Right, let's get you. It's quite hard to do that. Radar mapper. Right, it's a Cobra Mark III with no shields. Silly fella. How quaint. Right, well, you're not going to have much hull at the moment, my friend. There we are. You've got a bounty of 300 for killing him. If I can get him in those crosshairs. Oh. Boom, there we go. So that's how the radar mapper works. There we go. The annoying thing here is you've got to then reset the autopilot, which is a bit of a nuisance each time you do it. I don't think there's an easy way around that. My ship's under attack again. Right, so let's switch to radar mapper. He's down below. So whoa, 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 whoa! Stop hitting my shields. Alright, I need to get him on the screen first. He's hit me a couple of times. Right, there we go. Right, this is the problem with this bit. Ah! Oh, he rammed me and fired a missile at me. I think I. A bounty hunter with no shields. Yeah, he got what he deserved. He did, didn't he? Silly fella. Anyway, it appears that 20 shield generators is not bad. Seems to be keeping us alive anyway. Ship under attack again. I'd like to use my radar map. It's quite hard. Actually, the way to do this apparently is to... There he is. Is to effectively cheat by freezing the game. This is how you do it. Freeze the game. Then you can click with impunity and do all your setting up, which to me feels like a little bit like cheating. There we go. Right, so it's a crate this time with 100% hull and no shields. What are they sending against me? I think he just rammed me again. Oh, I've got a fire button now. Oh, that's for the missiles, of course. Oh, there we go. So for assassination contracts, a faster ship is probably a good idea, isn't it? Try a missile. Yes, I should. I should try a missile, shouldn't I? Let's get ourselves to the station. Yes, I should have tried the missile on the last. We haven't tried a missile yet. Definitely a feature, says Adamski. Front-ended bullet time, long before Max Payne on the Motor. Yeah, so I can actually be incredibly efficient. Press pause and space time, target a missile, figure out my enemy's weaknesses, plan my next move, and then decide on it. Clearance denied. You have large outstanding fines. Yeah, look at that, 10,600. Good grief. All right then, Gov. So I can't dock. The game is kind of off limits to me now. I can't dock. At least not here. All right then. So has that got rid of it? And I'm still a fugitive. I've just got a fine. Okay, so I'm still a bad boy, but I'm now allowed in because I've got money. So they're not too worried about your status as long as you've got cash. Right, well done. We've already heard of your success and paid half of the fine that you incurred. So I am officially the galaxy's worst assassin. Ah dear, that wasn't very successful. But hey, we did it. We did it. Doc, and you'll be clean. Well, that'd be clean now. I'm still fugitive at the moment. Maybe I need to make another jump. Anyway, we can make that money. I've got like 10 minutes before the stream ends. Let's go back and do the Akana jump thing again, just to make up my money and see if that does actually clear itself. Let's fill up the rest. Actually, now I've got I don't think I need that auto hull thing. That's very expensive on very expensive on cargo space, isn't it? Oh, I can't sell it here. Oh, how annoying is that? Can't sell because the technology level's too low. Okay, well, in that case, let's just take a bit of cargo to some slaves to Akana. Let's just quickly do that run. See if I can clear my status a bit. Let's save that. I'm going to go back to calling it courier. So my I will show you the police thing in a bit, actually. A life is worth 100,000 credits and you're free to go. Boom, there you go. Never use missions. No, I just like them on the dashboard because they look cool. It's one of the first things I always did on the original Elite, because you start with 3 missiles rather than 4. I always wanted... Oh, hang on, my streamer's... My stream has disconnected. Oh. It's attempting to restart. Are we back? No? Oh. Well, I'm going to continue because you can watch this offline. So hopefully my stream will connect again. It seems to be struggling. I wonder if I lost my internet. Let's just have a quick look. For the benefit of those who are watching this offline, I'm just going to check whether my internet's actually up and running. Yeah, my internet's fine. So I'm not sure what's causing that. There we go, we're back. Hopefully, my internet just had a funny fight. Well, I don't know what was causing it. I checked my internet and everything seemed to be okay. My stream has now reconnected, but I know I got a warning from OBS saying my stream's gone. So yes. So by the way, while you're all away, I reached Elite. I completed all the missions, and that's it. That's the end of the stream. So thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it, and there we go. So if you watch this on YouTube in about a day's time when I put it up on YouTube, there will be a sort of slightly confused 30 seconds there where I'm going, what? The stream got assassinated, yes. So we'll see. Right, let's get us both back to Akana, whatever, how you pronounce it. You all disappeared on me. It was most disconcerting. Not quite sure what happened there. It did go a bit peaked on. Right, there we go. Right, so through space we go. Let's get back to Akana 6. So yes, large outstanding fine. So my assassination wasn't entirely... I did assassinate somebody, so we did do away with poor Pam, but it cost me more money than it actually is. Was the Federation? I had to load my own personal save to get myself back. Stream sniped. I don't know what happened there. Most peculiar, wasn't it? Right, there we go. So off to Akana we go, and then I'm going to get rid of that hull auto repair system because it seems to be a bit superfluous for the ship at this point. I suppose we could try a Tiger Trader. Make more money, and then go back to the Imperial Courier. It's definitely been fun to be flying this ship. Never mind. Anyway, so let's do this. I'm almost tempted actually. What do you think? I mean, I'm kind of tempted to maybe to go for the trader just because of the extra cargo space, because we could make some serious cash doing this trading run, and then we get a 3-pronged ship rather than a 2-pronged ship. Let's have a look when we get to the starport. It's a shame we can't have multiple ships. That would be quite good. I mean, I know you have multiple saves, so it's kind of the same thing, but time doesn't go on, so you can't share your cash with the other ships. So I don't know what's going on. Something with scoop on, yes, that might be a good thing. We haven't done fuel scooping yet. We need to do that at some point in time. Let's try. I'm quite keen maybe to try the trader because I haven't flown one of those before. I don't think at all. So let's sell our slaves. No more slaves to sell. Let's have a look. Right, shipyard. There are new reconditioned. There are traders here. Okay, so imperial traders. There's a blue one. That one's got all sorts of colours on it. There's that one, which is totally blank. And there's that one, which has pointy bits on, which is important. So we could go that one. It's got a lot more cargo capacity. And it has a Class 6 hyperdrive on board. I'm quite. Part exchange is 373. We can't actually afford it at the moment. Looking at that, so maybe I'll have to do it another week. I can't afford it. No, so that kind of solves that problem. It's quite a lot more expensive, isn't it? Actually. So anyway, let's get rid of those. Let's get rid of this auto repair thingy. Where's that? There we are. Let's remove that because it takes up an awful lot of space, and it's not doing anything for my. We've got 20 shield generators on, but I think that's enough. Shipyard. Not shipyard. Let's go to the stock market. Let's just do one more trade run. Now, see if I can use a missile if we get attacked. So where's hydrogen? No, it's up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Let's take 20 tons. I think that's all we need to get there. We need 18 tons to get there. That gives us 2 tons for the internal fuel tanks. That should be enough. Okay, we take luxury goods from here. Cool. Now, what status am I in? I'm clean now. Okay, so you're all right. Okay, so I've got an imperial criminal record. I don't know if that has any impact. I don't know if that has any impact on me going forward from this point. But my legal status is now clean again. So I'm squeaky clean as far as officially, but I've got a criminal record. Do I have a federal criminal record as well? Does that show up somewhere else if I start messing about in federal space? Oh, look, my elite rating. I have achieved a thing today. Look, my elite rating is now above average. Look at that. Above average. Yes. Now you've got to start taking me seriously. Life is literally worth 10,000 credits. Yes, that's how much it is. It only costs you half of that to get somebody killed. A little piracy and murder, no big deal, yeah. So there's my elite rating. Wow, okay. Above average. Above average. Yeah, I'm not just mediocre anymore. I'm above average, and I'm a pirate and a murderer. So that's always encouraging. Me and the 2 Jennies, of course. Presumably they're stuck with that as well, because they were aboard. They were accessories to murder and piracy. So Drew, Jenny, and Jenny have now killed Pam. Right, so let's quickly go back then to the my FIFA system. Here we are. Mediocre plus. That's what I am. And launch. There we go. Let's get ourselves back. Make a last little bit of money, and maybe get some. Oh, I left the undercarriage down up. Still looks cool, doesn't it? So maybe a trader next week. Let's see if we can make a bit more money. I quite fancy doing that. Just fly a few different ships. Right, hyperspace. That's a bit close. Schmidt Rock. Now we'll hopefully be a little bit of pirate action on the way in. But now we're above average. People are going to be taking us seriously, aren't they? I mean, obviously. You're not going to tangle with an above average pilot, are you? Especially one with a reputation like mine. Jennies are witnesses. You can't sack them now. No, that's very, very true. In programming speak, mediocre plus plus. Oh, very good. Very good. Oh, the ship is under attack. Surprise, surprise. It's a little blue ship. Doesn't sound like it's going to be too much of a problem. Oh, it's coming in fast. Boom. Hit the shields again. Wish they wouldn't do that. Scratching my paint. Messing about with these ones there. little diddy ships. Oh, the ship's under attack. Somebody's got a pulse laser. They're brave. Have I got that laser cooling booster on board? Because my laser seems to overheat pretty damn fast. I've got the laser cooling booster. It must be manic then with the without that on board. There we go. I think we've dealt with all the pirates. Back to Michel Pfeiffer. Oh, I should have used a missile. Darn. I'll use a missile next week. Next stop competent, yes. We're getting there. We're doing all right. We're getting on up the elite chain. Quite good. Din, 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 din. Right, so there we go. The My FIFA system. Let's stop there and consider where we've got to. I've done all right. Okay. It's probably not the most profitable afternoon, but I've got my elite ranking up by 1, so I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. So let's sell stuff on the stock market. All those luxury. Actually, no, before we do that. Oh no, that won't be because there's some actually in stock. There won't be any on the bulletin board. No. So stock market sell. There we go. We're making a bit of money, almost enough to afford that trader. So. This is just a little observation here. So we can make, with a ship this size, tens of thousands of credits in a single run. So all of these missions. The problem with all these missions now is they're just ridiculously cheap. They're not. There's no monetary value in doing them anymore. So like, I can make 2,000 credits like that, with a couple of tons of stuff. The passenger missions are also pointless because they don't make enough money. Passes for a small group in Akana at £1,300, 13,000. Again, not worth doing. Even the thing, ranking up with the Imperial Navy may get us some interesting places. So I think that's the next one. We need to rank up with the Empire. But we've done the Assassination mission now, so you kind of know how that works. So contacting the Navy, I think, is the next. Yeah, so you only do them to do something different. I think that's the thing. So we are beginning now to explore the kind of edge limits of the game. So I think ranking up in the Navy, we do want to take a trip out to the Pleiades just because we can. Ranking up in the Imperial Navy is probably the other thing that we want to do. I do want to show you something else about the police next week, which is a bit dodge, but it's quite good fun. So I'll show you that next week just because it's lols. But yeah, these other missions are kind of a bit silly now because, and if we go to the Imperial Navy, here we are with a massive ship and we get deliver some superconducting wire. And we'll need to have probably a more specialised ship in order to do them. So I think maybe ranking up might be interesting to see what better missions we get. I've never really tried that, but we'll see how that goes. On the plus side, we have done an assassination mission, so that's quite cool. We are above average. I think that's quite impressive. We have pointy things on the ship, so that's important. And I've got a criminal record, which is obviously cool. So there we go. I haven't got any medals and permits though, so I haven't come across those. I'm guessing that's to do with the ranks. So we'll have a look at what that actually looks like at some point in time. But we're getting to get to the slightly mundaneness of the game. I think it's quite fun to do a few assassination missions if we play this seriously. But we've done deliveries, we've done passengers, we've now done assassinations. We've got the Navy stuff still to do. I haven't tried the black market actually. Maybe we should try some of those, but see if we can do that one. But yeah, so we're getting there. It's not going to be long, I think, before we decide that we'll switch over to Frontier Elite 3 and start playing that one, because that one's got a lot more interesting story in it. So we'll see. But it's all good. Narcotic smuggling, yes, we should try some of that as well. So there we are, my friends. Anyway, thank you very much for your company today. Really appreciate it. We'll be back next week for more stuff mucking about in this game. Back on Monday, of course, for my science fiction discussion stream, where we're talking about some good bad guys. We were talking about bad guys last week. This week we're going to be talking about good bad guys. And then obviously the Elite Dangerous story, Elite Retribution, continues on Thursdays. That would be good fun. What are the Bianchis doing right now in 3203? That's a good question. I'll have to have a think about that one. But anyway, you guys have a fantastic weekend. Hope you enjoy the rest of the day, rest of the weekend, whatever time zone you're in. I know some of you are up crazily early in the morning, so have a good breakfast. Enjoy that. The rest of you have a good afternoon, and whatever time zone you're in, have a good weekend. So see you soon. Be good, my friends, and take it easy. Look after yourselves. Right on, Commanders, and 07.